This video is commentary based on publicly available clips, leaked stand-up audio, and online discussion. It reflects audience interpretation and reaction, not verified fact, and is not intended to encourage hate or harassment toward any individual. Just when it seemed like the Akaash Singh and Jasleen controversy had reached a point of no return, a newly resurfaced video has complicated the narrative yet again. The clip circulating now isn't new footage. It's an older video, but its timing has shifted how a growing number of people are viewing the situation. The reason it matters is because it appears to corroborate a leaked TikTok stand-up recording of Akaash that's been making the rounds. In that TikTok clip, Akaash is heard defending his wife and recounting a story that many critics previously claimed he either exaggerated or invented after the backlash began.
So I'm going to tell one story that I have never even told her. Honestly, she has no idea this story. My wife and I met in 2014. I was not making much money. I was getting $25 a night doing stand-up. I was on MTV shows that paid dog shit money.
The resurfaced older video suggests that Akaash had, in fact, told a version of that same story before the controversy fully exploded.
I got no clue. 8K probably? How much did she think we spend a month?
She said 10,000.
That's adorable. I love this woman. What an adorable woman. It's been on her about 10K a month. We work hard so we can do this. So I spend on watches mainly because they're appreciating assets. She spends on shoes because they lose money immediately.
So if you were to estimate, how much would it be?
55 with rent.
And what's your occupation?
I'm a stand-up comedian.
Wow. How did you start with it?
Oh, I was so poor. If anybody wants to make comments about this girl, let me tell you, we moved in together in 2018. I went flat broke that year. We had to move out of that apartment, sleep on her friend's couch for 2 weeks so we could move to an apartment in New Jersey. It was the only place we could afford. We lived there for 2.5 years, built up our income, stand-up started to pick up, and now that's why I have no problem spending money. Did she make my life easy? No.
Why did you stay with him through the whole time?
When I first met Akaash, I felt there was something so special about him. He has character, he has integrity, like he loves me so much. That kind of connection withstood all of the bad times. Even though everything got so bad, I would just pray so hard every day just to get out of that situation, and I feel like slowly but surely we kind of crawled out of it. It teaches us like to be really grateful and appreciative of the stuff that we do have now. This is our bedroom. I have a vanity here where I do my makeup.
So what is this?
This is my vision board, skin inspo, house inspo, and the one cool thing that I put radio.
For many viewers, that detail is significant. It doesn't magically erase all criticism, but it undermines one of the core accusations, that Akaash was scrambling to rewrite history or fabricate context to save face. Instead, some fans now believe the TikTok stand-up clip wasn't damage control at all. It was consistent with something he'd already been saying. As a result, the tone in certain corners of the internet has started to shift. Reddit threads that were once overwhelmingly hostile now include more split opinions. Some users are still critical, but others are openly admitting they may have jumped to conclusions. The phrase, "he actually did tell this story before," keeps popping up, reframing him less as dishonest and more as someone who got steamrolled by a runaway narrative.
The only thing I got out of this whole Jasleen Singh, Akaash Singh ordeal is that, like, dude, people will already tear you to shreds for all the little things. So, like, this, I always expected. We're the brown community. Like, we will devour you over anything we think is out of place, bro. But also got the vibe that, like, as a guy, you shouldn't be tearing down women on the internet. I mean, whether I agree or disagree with what the fuck you're saying on the internet, that's one thing. But for me to record myself and berate and degrade a female, that's, like, not in the scope of what men do. So it's like, I don't know, bro.
Another noticeable change is who is speaking up in his defense. A number of individuals, including public figures like New York lawyer James Sexton, have voiced support, arguing that the backlash crossed from criticism into pile-on territory. Their position isn't that Akaash is perfect or above reproach, but that the reaction became disproportionate, fueled by clipped audio and viral momentum rather than full context.
I can see, like, everyone in the red pill manosphere space is just beating him up right now and saying, like, oh, he's a simp and he's that. And then, you know, everyone on the other end of it is saying, you know, like, hey, he doesn't have a right to suppress her speech. And, you know, she has the right to say whatever she wants to say. I have yet to see anyone actually cover this in any kind of mature way yet. Look, I think as someone who's met Akaash, I enjoyed, you know, I've been on Flagrant before, I've been on Mark's show before. I have such respect for all those guys. I enjoy their content. I enjoy their conversations. I think they're all smart, funny people with a point of view. And Akaash has been a very brave, I think, guy in terms of taking positions. Like, he's not afraid to like just say what he thinks about things. And I really respect him for that. First of all, look, this is a marriage between two people. It's in the modern zeitgeist. She is someone who is trying to find her own voice and her own platform and her own point of view that she can express to an audience. And she's trying to find her own audience. And right now, and for many years, talking crap about your spouse for a heterosexual woman, you can't go wrong.
Alongside them, everyday commenters and creators are beginning to push back against what they see as groupthink. Some argue that the internet decided on a villain early and retroactively interpreted every new clip to fit that conclusion. To them, the resurfaced old video is proof of how easily timelines get distorted once outrage takes over.
You guys can't honestly believe that before Akaash married his wife, she didn't spill the beans about her past. Like, there's nothing that you can say to convince me that that didn't already happen and he didn't already know. He knew, but he still chose to be with her because he wanted to be with her. Maybe in his head he thought, I could change her. And on top of that, he's a not good enough for type of guy. He doesn't feel like he's good enough. This isn't a her problem. This is a him issue. He should have addressed his feelings of unworthiness before getting in a relationship with anyone. With anyone. Because if he did, trust and believe, she would have never said the things that she said online. But she does it because he hangs on to every word she says. And quite frankly, it seems like he really likes it. So when I see guys talking about the pill popping content and how he should have listened to the pill popping content makers, I'm like, what does it matter if that man doesn't care about that kind of stuff? That man cares about what her opinion is, what her thoughts are on his life and the choices he makes. That's all he cares about. That's all he cares about. Who cares? When are we going to start talking about men choosing women that actually align with their core beliefs and values? And the thing is, sometimes these men don't have inner core values. And they meet someone and take whatever that woman believes in and values and internalize it as their own. They make their partner's personalities their own. And this has nothing to do with gender because this happens to men and women. But as we were talking about Akaash, that man looks at that woman like, this is my dream girl. This is what he likes. This is what he wanted.
For Akaash, this may be the narrow window where silence works better than explanation. In a media cycle driven by reaction and emotion, every new statement risks being clipped, reframed, or used as fresh fuel. By stepping back, he allows the narrative to exhaust itself rather than constantly resetting the clock with new responses. For everyone watching, the situation is a clear reminder of how quickly online consensus can form, often on incomplete information, and how confidently people will repeat a storyline once it feels settled. Just as importantly, it shows how fragile that consensus can be. A single piece of added context, even an old clip resurfacing at the right moment, can expose cracks in what once seemed like a unified opinion, forcing people to reevaluate how certain they really were.